Hello, everyone. Today we are in the office with our trainer and assistant, the new Brittney Smith. Now she is just recently married here as of November
Yeah,
over
November.
over Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But today we're gonna talk about her training, her off-season training. We got some videos that we're going to show here soon of a hamstring workout and about as well in this video. So welcome, Brittany. And last year you had a lot of success as far as competing. You won the Big Sky overall for the second year,
Yeah.
and you were able to win your class at the Emerald Cup.
Mhm.
Didn't quite get the overall, but you had a good year competing. We had a really good prep. You were able to come in a lot more conditioned than what you were the first year you won the Big Sky. So, what are your thoughts about how last year went for you?
I think it went really well. I feel like I had a lot more muscle than the previous year, so I was able to get a lot more of a conditioned look, which was pretty much what I was always wanting, but I couldn't get just because it takes time to build that muscle. So I feel like last year was like really the year where I got the look that I had always wanted to get.
Yeah, we did. We actually did the USA's the year prior,
Yep.
and we kind of looking back, I would have wished you would have had your look last year at the
Yeah.
USA's. As we kind of, we went. It was good to go there and get the experience, but we definitely walked away from that
Yeah.
knowing that you needed to put on more
I
muscle, which you
mean,
did.
at the time I was 19 years old, had only been doing it for a year or so, so it was definitely good to go see how it was and see the competition. But I think if I would have waited another year, it would have been a lot better result, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would have been.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just gotta get out there and you just gotta see what
Yeah.
it's like because for you, you've had success since day one. You came
Yeah.
in. Um, you're still when you started training in here, you're still a senior in high school in that last semester finishing up. And you did your first show, you were 18 at the Tahoe show, in which you came out and placed second. And
Mhm.
then you won your class that fall, correct?
Yep, at
That
the
first
Idaho
Idaho
Cup.
Cup.
Yep.
Um, so you've always had success here at the regional level, and so we kind of just had to, at that point, throw you out there and just see what would
Yeah,
happen.
which was
And
it was good to go experience that.
so, looking at this year's show plans, your goal now is to do junior nationals.
Yep.
What are you looking to improve on this year compared to last year?
Basically just get a little bit tighter, which would be through the muscle that I've gained. Get my hamstrings to pop a little bit more, maybe a little bit bigger of an upper body. But yeah, just really adding a little bit more muscle mass and then getting just a little bit leaner.
Okay. So what does your off season look like as far as your what have you focused on as far as your workouts here the last you know since over the late summer, fall into this spring?
Pretty much just trying to increase my weight, lifting heavier.
So for your training here this off season, what's been your focus as far as what you've been doing? What body parts on what days, and what's been your approach?
So basically, I'll do like a back and bi day. I split shoulders to doing 2 days a week so I could really focus on those and build a little bit more muscle. And then my leg days, I'll do like a hamstring and butt day so I could really focus on my hamstrings. And then I'll do another leg day and do more of a quad focus with calves and whatnot. And then I do a chest and arm day.
Do you have do you have a day that you like better than others? Like a favorite body part?
Um, I really like doing shoulders.
Yeah.
I honestly I don't like doing legs very much. I don't mind it so much anymore. I've gotten better at it, but I think shoulders are definitely my favorite to
How much
do.
and then how much cardio have you been doing throughout the off season?
I've kind of just been sticking to doing 2 to 3 days a week for about 20 minutes. Not too much, just kind of doing it when I feel like it. Just at the end of my workout, if I feel like doing a little bit of cardio, I'll do 15 or 20 minutes here and there.
Do you have a type of cardio you like to do more so than others?
Um, For off season, I like to do Stairmaster a lot, and then just like walking on incline, doing different intervals.
So more to get your heart rate up,
Yeah.
interval type workouts.
Yeah.
So when you started in here, again, that first year when you were 18, you're about 115 pounds.
Yeah.
This last prep, you started your diet at about 124 pounds, and now you're going to be starting this prep for junior nationals at about 120, 129 pounds. And I know sometimes, that's about a 13-pound fluctuation over the last few years. So
yeah.
What's that? How have you felt about that?
At first, it was a little bit hard, just because you kind of associate the weight going up being bad. But then just from looking at pictures and looking at videos of me working out, I feel like I look a lot better, and like my stomach is a lot tighter, even though I am a little bit heavier than before. So at first I was a little sad about it and whatnot, embarrassed. But now I think of it as a good thing, and I don't know, I like it.
So what would be your best advice for other girls, other female competitors who struggle with that off-season mindset of they're going to gain a little bit of weight? What's your best advice for them as far as how to not feel like they're getting fat just because the scale's bigger and actually notice that they're gaining some muscle mass in their
I think better. What helped me a lot was when we started doing a lot of the videos in here, and actually seeing my workouts and seeing my muscles during the workouts and seeing how much I've grown, and not that I'm getting fat, I'm just building muscle.
Exactly.
So I think that's what really helped me a lot, and even just like taking pictures and looking at them. But I think the videos is what helped the most to not feel like I'm just gaining a bunch of fat.
And that's probably one of the biggest things I see in the off season with women, especially our female clients, is it's very hard to convince some to take progress photos.
Yeah.
Because they feel like, oh my God, I gained a couple pounds, I can't look at myself.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you finally take those photos and you compare them, like, I'm actually still fairly lean.
Yeah.
I've just gained some muscle mass.
Exactly.
And that's a good thing, because if you're going to be a competitor, you do have to. The idea of the sport is to have some muscle. Regardless of whether you're doing bikini, figure or women's physique, each division has a different level of muscularity to it. And so even for bikini competitors, if you want to develop those glutes and those hamstrings and a little bit more upper body, like what you wanted to do for this off season, you're going to have to gain a little bit of weight so that you can, because you're going to be eating more.
Yeah.
And that way you can gain the size that you need to ultimately go on and compete at the next level.
Exactly.
So what is your, so tell us a little bit about your off-season diet. For you, we do, even for your contest prep, I know a lot of people don't think we believe in the flexible dieting approach, but we actually do utilize that approach. And that's something we utilized last year for you, for your prep and your off-season. So what does your off-season look like right now as far as your food?
So I just, I'll loosely track my macros during the off-season. There's some days where I'll track them more precisely just to make sure I'm, getting enough food in and whatnot. But I do follow more of a flexible dieting approach. So I try and keep it clean about 80% of the time, and then the other 20% I'll throw in some fun foods that maybe you wouldn't normally throw into just a normal meal plan or whatnot. So I usually like to stick to the same base foods, and then I'll throw in a few fun options here and there.
So what are your core foods that you're always usually eating?
So for breakfast, it would be eggs, egg whites, English muffins, oatmeal, turkey bacon, foods like that. Snacks, I usually like to do protein shakes, fruit, rice cakes, protein bars, Greek yogurt, those core foods. And then lunches and dinners are usually some sort of meat, potato, rice, whole wheat pasta, and then vegetables. So I usually like to stick to those main foods, and then every once in a while, if I'm having a craving or if I want to throw in something fun, then I'll do that too.
And so what are a couple options that you'll just eat for fun?
So I really like the Halo Top ice cream. Um, that's super good. I think it came out not too long ago, so you could only find it in a couple stores, but now they're starting to get it in the Fred Meyers. But it has pretty good macros, so it's pretty easy to fit into your macros, even if you are dieting. Um, so that's one thing. I really like the Yasso frozen Greek yogurt
Yeah.
bars. Those are really good. Usually just treats. I like sweets, so I like to throw in treats.
And that's perfectly
Yeah,
fine. So, that's one thing about the off season is you really, if you're going to be a competitor in a sport, you're going to do it, more than just one time.
exactly.
You have to be able to find balance in the off season to where you come off your prep and you're pushing yourself in your prep and you're trying to get to that next level, but then you come off your dieting and you got to be able to still eat, you know, pretty much, like you said, 80/20 to where
Yeah,
80% of your diet is still pretty much similar foods to what you're used to eating when you're dieting for a show, but also not be afraid to allow yourself to have some of those other
yeah.
options. And you'll even still have a few of those options here and there during your contest
Yeah,
preps.
even during contest prep, probably up until about like 5 weeks out, I'll still throw in some of those fun options just to help keep me a little bit more sane. But then once I get to that 5 week point, I like to keep it a little bit more strict and see which foods are making me bloated, which ones do good with my body. But before that, I like to still throw in fun foods.
All right, so going back to just kind of going back to your weight, your body weights here, to kind of give some examples of why it's important for women to build muscle mass and why not sometimes gaining body weight will end up helping you in the long run because looking back at your statistics, again, that first year you came in about 115 pounds. You're 18 years old. That's about where you competed at that first season in Tahoe here in Boise. You really didn't lose weight at all. You just kind of started developing your physique. And then this last year, you started at 124. You actually ended up coming on stage at 111.
Mm-hmm.
And so even though you had obviously more muscle mass, a better look than that first show, you can see the muscle development obviously.
Yeah.
But you're actually lighter than you were that first year when you were 18 by the time you got on stage. And that's because when you gain lean body mass, you have more muscle, you burn more calories. And so your body is actually able to burn more body fat at that point, and that's going to allow you to get to a leaner condition than when you're a little bit younger and just starting out. And so this year, we'll see what happens. You're going to be starting here in the upper 120s.
Yeah.
If you lose the same amount that you did last year, which we don't know. I mean, we're not going to we never set a weight goal for a competitor. That's just I always have clients come in and they want to say, what's my body weight supposed to be on stage? Or I'll have, we work with various suit makers and they want to know what their end weight sometimes will be. And it drives me crazy because I hate giving a competitor a goal weight.
Yeah.
Because we don't know. We don't. We're going with the best look at the best weight. And some people lose weight, some people don't. So I can't sit here and tell you you're going to lose 12.5 pounds by the time you get on stage.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. But if you do lose the same amount of weight as you did last prep, you're going to be looking at probably coming in around 115, 116 this year. But again, we don't know. We'll see what happens. And so you'll be starting your contest prep coming up here, about 6 weeks, 5 weeks?
Yeah, I think beginning of March. So
here about a month.
Yep.
So,
yeah, I guess a month.
And again, we'll be kind of utilizing the flexible dieting approach. We were just kind of talking about this earlier today already, and basically the game plan is gonna be to do some moderate carb, high carb rotations for you.
Yeah.
How high did you get your carbs up during the off season?
So right now, I've been getting about 225 to 250 grams of carbs a day. Sometimes probably even more. The days that I'm kind of just loosely tracking, I probably maybe even get up to like 300 grams of carbs. And then I like to keep my protein around 140 to 150. And then my fats, I've been getting in about 55 grams to 60 grams. So eating a pretty good amount of food right now.
And so we'll start with about, I would start around about 100, probably about 175 grams of carbs a day. And we'll basically call that a moderate carb day,
Yeah.
just to give it a title. And then we'll just see how you progress. We always do at least one high carb day a week. If the
Yeah.
metabolism starts picking up real quick and you just start dropping more weight than we want initially, or even if you've been daddy for a while, you all of a sudden have a week where your weight just drops, then that might change where you end up doing those higher carb days more often.
Mm-hmm.
And so really it's just a trial and error approach. A lot of clients that come in here, that's typically the approach that we'll use, is somewhere along the line, someone's carbs are going to be low to moderate, and we'll do carb ups. We really like that approach. That's worked for a lot of people, but everybody's going to be different as far as exactly where those carbs are going to fall, and so that's what we play with, and that's what we try to figure out for each person. And again, it's just a lot of trial and error. So Brittney will be starting her contest prep coming up here for Junior Nationals for that first show. We haven't decided on whether or not she'll get on stage here in Boise, which is 2 weeks out.
We'll see.
So I guess we'll just kind of cross that bridge when it comes.
Yeah.
But for sure, she'll be doing Junior Nationals and see how that goes, and we will go from there. So thanks for watching.
All right. Thank you.